Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not.
So Dante's Inferno, but which one? The original poem? The song by Iced Earth? God of War ripoff number 34? No, a little known 2007 puppet-based comedy adaptation. Yes, I said comedy. For such a giant of literature, it's surprising that Dante's Inferno hasn't been adapted much for the big screen. What's not surprising is that almost no one has seen this adaptation. This is my first plug to deal with puppets. To celebrate it, here's a clip of Charles Nelson Riley doing what he did best.
Nobody ever comes out of there alive.
To preface the actual plug, unlike the other plugs so far, this one isn't one of my favourite films. It is, however, original, interesting, funny, and been seen by very, very few people. And since the plugs are done in the hope that people will hear about interesting and obscure things, I feel it's okay to plug it. This isn't a favourite, but it's damn interesting and well worth finding. While the basic storyline is followed extremely closely, it is a modern adaptation. Dante is a modern guy, and some of the sins and punishments have been updated. Identity thieves have no identity of their own and can only exist when there's someone nearby that they can become. Hypocrites are forced to wear embarrassing costumes that reference their hypocrisy.
I'm not Mrs. Butterworth. God damn it, I'm Senator Strom Thurmond.
What are you doing in that costume?
And I have no idea. Get me the hell out of this mammy thing, will you, for Christ's sake?
Ayatollah Khomeini, Jim Jones,
Who's thirsty? I got Kool-Aid!
and L. Ron Hubbard boil forever in hot tubs. As you can see, most of the action is simple cardboard cutout puppet style. It takes a while to get used to it. Ironically, the only live-action actor in the film plays Lucifer, who, like the poem, eternally eats the traitors, but in this version he dips them first. On the DVD there's one of the more unusual commentaries I've ever heard. It's by an expert in Dante and an expert in puppetry. To hear one person explaining how having Dante and Virgil escape hell by getting into Lucifer's ass is actually a reference to the poem, while someone else tries to explain what era of puppetry is being used, is interesting to say the least. I've watched the film a couple of times and I'm still not sure if these two men are supposed to be Muhammad and his nephew Ali or not. The dialogue suggests they're not, but one wears the green of Muhammad and they suffer the same fate as Muhammad and Ali in the poem. They appeared in the poem being split in half because Dante thought Muhammad was a Christian heretic and his punishment was to symbolise his splitting of the church. Whether it's them or not, I applaud their semblance of bravery in keeping to the poem. Then I take back the applause and I smack them on the back of the head for being cowardly and ambiguous.
You fuck ass of shit mother and bitch!
On the subject of minorities, gay people are portrayed as in the poem. Damned. But atheists aren't mentioned at all. It's probably a matter of time available in the film, but it grates a little. If you're going to be accurate to the poem and show me being tormented for being gay, then please do me the courtesy of showing me as being tormented for being an atheist as well. It's only polite. This is far from perfect, but any film that features James Cromwell shooting a three-headed dog has to be worth watching, right? This review has been brought to you by Charles Nelson Riley doing what he did best.
Nobody ever comes out of there alive.
Until next time, go to hell!
I hate puppets. Oh, come on, Virgil.